Hi everyone. Today we are visiting the Claypool Hill Mall in Claypool Hill, Virginia. I've also seen this listed as being in Cedar Bluff, Virginia. But either way, this is just a very rural area, and this is a small rural mall that happens to be very, very dead. I came here on a Friday afternoon-ish, between Friday afternoon and Friday evening. I was the only person in here the entire time I was here. There was nobody in this arcade on the right, which we'll see later in more detail. And aside from the theater and the arcade, the only other thing that was open in here is the Belk store, which is down at the end of this corridor, and the Belk men's store, which is also down here on the right. So this mall opened in 1982. It opened with Kmart as an anchor, which has since gone bye-bye, of course. And nothing has replaced the Kmart, which is down at the other end of this mall, and they have that whole area closed off now. There used to be a small food court down there, and that's also closed. I guess technically this Anytime Fitness was open, but they don't have an entrance from the inside of the mall, so I'm not going to count that. A lot of this mall has been converted, as you can see on the left, to like churches and stuff like that, which is, they're using the mall, but it's kind of a bummer that they've, covered up over whatever used to be there, the old storefronts, and they've just combined everything into flat drywall mess for whatever is in there now. This brickwork is obviously beautiful though, and getting harder to find stuff like this. It tends to show up most often in places like this, just these out of the way places that have never seen any updates in 40 years. So we're going to take a walk through the arcade, which feels like mostly redemption games and skill games. There are some video games here and there, kind of tucked into the corner. But as you can hear, the attract mode of these redemption games just kind of drowns everything else out. Just incredibly annoying attract modes, which probably run all day because there's no one here to play anything. So we're about to wrap things up here. I'm going to just take one more walk down to the other end of the mall and go out down there. And I've been thinking for a minute on whether I would recommend people come out here to visit this place. And, on one hand, it's definitely a little time capsule of 40 years ago. But on the other hand, this is not an easy place to get to. It's a lot further off the freeway than I thought it was. So this would be your destination. There's nothing else around here. And there's nothing in the mall to eat. The only place to shop is the Belk right here. And I just don't know how much longer this place has left. But I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.